Now, it's no surprise that immigration is becoming the flashpoint issue in democracies around the world. From Australia, where an open fire hose of migrants is driving up property prices and denying the next generation of Australians the chance to own a home, to the United States, where it is causing far worse trouble in working and middle-class neighborhoods. In a moment, you're going to see the reaction of working-class Chicagoans to the migrant crisis that is playing out on their streets and in their parks. But first, I want to take you down to the U.S. border with Mexico, where I guess this is good news. Authorities have finally started, to do something about people breaking the rules at a major crossing point. Look at this. Oh, sorry, you thought I was talking about Border Patrol agents finally being empowered to stop what is now effectively an invasion by migrants from all over the world, a worrying number of whom have alleged ties to gangs or terrorist groups. No, don't be silly. Of course, the Border Patrol is actually more concerned now to crack down on the press who are bringing news of what is unfolding at the border to people around the world. News such as this riot, which occurred just a few days ago when hundreds of male illegal migrants swarmed a fence, broke through, and surrounded and outnumbered agents on the ground. Have a look at this. That was all a bit embarrassing, wasn't it? Now, on Friday, I spoke to Jenny Taylor, the New York Post Texas correspondent who captured that vision for the world to see. Here's what she had to tell me.
They quickly began to encircle National Guard to break through Abbott's border wire to get all the way up to the gate that Border Patrol typically opens for these large groups to try to get in. And of course, in totally outnumbering National Guard that was here. I mean, it was probably about 200 to 300 single adults that encircled just a few members of the National Guard. This is something that border agents say is their worst fear. This is something that is beginning to boil over in El Paso, is we're seeing not only big groups causing riots, but we also saw in the last couple of weeks and in the last couple of years, people that are being released who have criminal histories, who are gang affiliated, who are on the terror watch list.
Yeah. Of course, it's not just El Paso. It's all over the country where locals are being forced to deal with the onslaught, even as the Biden White House and their pals in the media demonize those who speak out as being far right or white nationalists or racists. Now, I'm going to play just a little bit here of a town hall meeting in Chicago where Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson was forced to listen to some of his constituents on the subject of illegal immigrants. Tell me, how many far-right white nationalists do you spot here?
People do not feel safe even going to the park anymore. We have seen an increase in alcohol use, drug use, cars being broken into, and not only that, but people are also breaking into garage doors. Someone seeking asylum doesn't do that. When my family came here, my family benefited from the Reagan administration during that time frame. That type of immigrant, people came here to work, they came here to build, and they came here to respect.
Y'all giving these migrants something. They keep on coming down here to people, pressing, hey, this what's going on in our neighborhoods, this what's going on in our neighborhoods. And then the news don't even show what needs to be shown. That's right, fake news. That's why you got more real news right here. I'm standing up for these homeless shelters that y'all got our people in that got mold, that got rats, that got roaches, bed bugs, etc. And y'all putting them in nice hotels. You know, what's going on with that?
Now, WOTC, Work Opportunity Tax Credit, 400 plus businesses. Hyatt, which is Pritzker's company, all are hiring refugees and kicking all of y'all out. Now, how about that for news that's not being broadcast? See, I do my digging, I do my research, and all of you all will know when I step up here to this mic, I bring the facts. I don't bring no opinions. So you all need to be careful of how you think you're treating us, because we coming for this. We bringing our city back. We removing all these illegals that's breaking our rules and laws, and we're fed up.
Unlike the illegals, as a legal immigrant myself, I know what I had to do to enter your country. I was required to do a background check, vaccinations, pay an expensive fee, bring a work letter from my previous job. Shall I go on? Some might be good, but the others are here to cause trouble. For example, my neighbors had their car broken into, packages stolen from their front yards, and someone pee on my property. Yes.
And yowza, this woman here, I think, spoke for not just the room, but millions of Americans.
The system is failing us. We are the ones who put you there. And we are the ones who can take you back the power. That's all.
Thank you. Mark my words, this is going to be the big issue this election in the U.S., particularly as the crime and mayhem immigration is bringing with it hits the suburbs. This will also be why the White House is trying to do anything it can to activate suburban women via abortion scare campaigns and blaming Trump and the Republicans for failing to pass an immigration bill that would have done nothing to secure the border except increase the government's ability to process the paperwork of those who show up. Oh, by the way, those migrants who swarmed the border and Texas National Guard's agents, well, guess what? Just about all of them, I can reveal, were released into the country after the incident. And I'm sure they'll all make fine, upstanding Americans every